you kidding me?
Oh no. G'day everyone. I'm just setting this up. I'm trying to work out where the best place is so that we can have the whole table in. I think that'll mostly do. We've got a bigger work area now, so hopefully we can do more all at once. They're just a little sneak peek. Just going to set up the video. Is this on mute? Yep.
I think so.
Yeah, it is. So, been shopping again. No, it's not up yet. And bought lots of stuff. I'm just trying to get the live feed up on. It's not coming up. Oh, okay, that's why.
What?
Had to go into my. Okay, so hopefully I'll be able to see comments today. Miss Assistant has kindly set up her laptop.
Top, you need live chat. You like it on live chat, not top chat.
So,
Live
put
chat.
it onto live chat. So, I have made a couple of examples, but I thought we could do some other stuff while during the live. Oh dear. So I'll start with Anna's craft cupboard and show you what I bought. Now, this card background was done using different colours quite a while ago in another live stream, and I just reappropriated it for this because I lost the bits that were going to go on it. This is the new colours. This is on J Burrows cardstock. The Distress Oxides don't look very good on J Burrows cardstock at all. They tend to fade out. You can see the difference in vibrancy between, I think this is Poppy Crafts or something like that I got off Craft Online, the ones that they sell for $5 or $6 for 50 sheets, and it is a lot brighter than the J Burrows cardstock. I don't think the oxides like super smooth. So this one has all the colours, and it's worn lipstick, old paper, mowed lawn, broken china, ripe persimmon, and barn door. I'm going to use some of them a bit later. And the dye on that is from Kaisercraft, and I just had it right there. So that's the dye. It is fern leaf, and they actually have two fern leaves. One is a smaller version of this, and then this is the quite large version, which I like. It takes up the whole card. I was trying the Jennifer Maguire large flower, large leaf with a sentiment. I had to put my sentiment up here because I made a boo-boo, but that's all right. It's all hidden now.
Here comes the cat.
Yep, Cat's probably going to come and join our live stream.
Sadly.
I got lots of couture creations. Aunty Vera, I think, had a 20 or 25% off. So I got the Outback windmill, and I used the grass to do this grass down here. And then there's the windmill, which I haven't had a chance to use yet. Where did I stick all the stamps? Here they are. So this is the Far Horizons. It has the poem, I love a sunburnt country, a land of sweeping plains, of ragged mountain ranges, of droughts and flooding rain. I love her far horizons. I love her jewel sea, her beauty and her terror, the white brown land for me. Always loved that poem. So I was quite happy to get that in a stamp. And then I've stamped out all the others so we could see them.
Cat's gone crazy.
And then I'm dropping them on the floor. So this is the Kookaburra, and they have matching dies. and I think I picked them up for, I think she had them for $7. Hang on, let's just have a look. What are we in? We're in Aunty Veras. Oops, I best make sure I don't put that in there.
You said Abby's or Anna's. I don't remember.
So Sweeping Plains was $8.25. I don't know which one that is.
I don't know.
Oh, that's the paper. Okay. The die sets, I got them on sale. They came down to $5.50 each. But I think somebody is selling them around $5 in one of the Facebook groups at the moment. Or it might be a little more, I'm not sure. So this one is the Kookaburra, which is upside down in there. And they have the matching dies. And the way they've done the dies is really cool. I haven't taken this one off yet, so we'll see if we can get it off the back. They're quite sticky. They use dots to stick them down, so they get quite sticky. They've left cut out bits so you can line them up perfectly, and then you'll have a perfect die cut, which is really cool. I hate companies that do solid images for your matching die cuts, because you have to cut them first and then stamp them, something I'm not that great at. So that is the Kookaburra, and the Kookaburra is there, and then you have the wattle with it. Waratah, sorry. That's the one. Then we have the boomerang, which is here, and our little kangaroo. brain freeze. Then we have the Australia, which is this one here. And I use the Australia here. Although I probably should have cut off the little echidna's nose, but that's all right.
They started the music.
That's all right. It's pretty soft at the moment. Then we have the kangaroo and the leaves. So I'm quite glad these came with dies, because a lot of these have little places where they don't do a solid line, so my scan and cut won't actually cut round most of these. Cut around the kangaroo and the boomerang, and possibly this one, but the rest have empty spaces, and the scan and cut goes crazy when there's empty spaces. Next we have the eucalyptus, and you get an extra little flower to go with your eucalyptus. Then we have the koala. I didn't use my stamp platform to do these. I used a block, and I missed stamping the little ear. And then you have the branch for the koala to hang on to. Let me know if you can hear any music, because Next Door have just started their music, of course, right after we turned on the camera. And so I don't want to get a strike. Then we have these Aussie sayings. So we have crikey, g'day mate, good on ya, fair dinkum, Australia, beaut, you ripper, struth, true blue, no worries, and dead set. G'day mate is 2 separate words, which I used up here, and of course I used the crikey over on that one. Then I also got the sitting on the fence die to go with these. I've wanted some dies like these for a while, so when I saw Couture Creations had one, I grabbed that. It doesn't quite fit across a card front, but it does fit across a nice layer. This one I've made a frame, and this one I've used the paper rose stitched rectangles. Okay, so I'm not going to show these properly in this one, but I got the Sweeping Plains paper set. It has some stickers, it has some postcards, and there's the pages, and it has some of the die cuts in there as well. And then I got the die cuts that go with it. And I'll show these properly in another video at some point when I get to use it. Oh, I missed one of the Couture Creations dies. I'll show it in a minute. This is the die cut pages, which I always get extra of. It's your shout, wanna cuppa, how's it going, g'day, we are Australian, bloody oath, huge wrongo, I haven't heard that for years. I call Australia home, you're free. A bit of hard yakka is all it needed, no matter how far or how wide I roam. We are Australian. So there's some lyrics from I Am Australian on there. And this is the die that I missed. I cut it out of some silver foil cardstock. It's called Fenced In. So you get a little bit of chicken wire. And we'll do a quick flip through of the Sweeping Plains
By cat.
I think it's 6.5 by 6.5. Yep, 6.5 by 6.5. So they are double-sided, and it has these cool little cut aparts in there. And you get 2 of each. You get a smaller version of the big sheet of cut aparts, and lots of great pages. Should have written down the ideas I had the other day because now they're not in my head anymore. But that's about par for the course. So I love all the Australiana type stuff that's been coming out of late. So I'm just going to throw that one over there because we don't need that anymore. I bought a bunch of re-inkers to go with my oxides. I couldn't get all the colours to go with what she had, which is what I usually try and do, but because I was getting them for such bargain prices, I just bought what I could. I got the speckled egg, and one of them is missing because I bought the speckled egg in both sizes. I think a couple of them accidentally got put away. But I got the speckled egg, distress ink. Oh, and this one is leaking. My ground espresso is leaking. So I don't know what's going on with that. And then I got Wilted Violet. So they're from the last generation of new colours. And I didn't have any of the re-inkers for them yet, except I think maybe Mowed Lawn because, or no, Lucky Clover I should say, because I used all of that to make St. Patrick's Day cards as soon as I got it pretty much. And so grab some re-inkers. I have the Tonic Nouveau Glow in the Dark drops in Blue Crush. So I'll put a little dot down there and we can see the colour.
Where's your whatchamacallit? Where's your swatch?
I don't know. I've got another one to go on it. This one I showed last week, but I lost the swatch. So there's the swatch for that colour. It turns out really pretty. It's called Pink Orchid for the Nouveau drops. We have some Mica Mist from Nouveau in Fresh Pear. There's another one in the Anna's box. We have the 3D embossing folder by Tim Holtz, which is called... Hi, Margaret. What is this called? Where's the name? Mechanics. Usually it used to be on the front, but these are on the back. So this is the first time I've actually actively bought a 3D embossing folder, just because they're a bit of a higher price point. So I don't usually buy them unless I see them on sale. And I really wanted this one. This one looked really cool. So this is the back side, and this is the front side, I think. But this is the side we're going to do some techniques on in a little while with some other products that I got. On the same Tim Holtz vein, I also got one of the giant stamp sets. I'm really excited to have this. I really wanted this. I want the other one as well, but this is the one I super wanted. This is Glorious Garden, and I think the other one is called Glorious Bouquet, and he has a Christmas one as well. And this has a block made especially to fit it, and of course I can use it in the stamp platform as well, so hopefully we'll get a chance to use that. I have silver and gold Nuvo glitter paste. Glimmer paste, sorry. So we'll give them a whirl, and I'm going to ask Miss Assistant to open them because they're going to be something we use pretty early on. I've written myself a list. We have a whiteboard with everything on it that we want to do today. I have an ornate Christmas tree to try and keep myself on track, that is. And that's a foil plate. And then I have a new fairy, and hopefully we get to use her. So the thing I love about these is that the wings come separate. So you could cut 2 of them and use them for a different fairy, or you could cut 1 and put it behind her.
Yes.
I'm showing everything I bought, I'm showing everything I bought Melinda. Good morning. What's left in this box? Okay, I got some Ideology Story Sticks, Christmas, and we have Jingle, Frosty, Wonder, Winter, Season, number 25, Peace, Bright, Wishes, Joyful, number 25, so we've got 2 number 25s, and Magic. Then I got Forever and Always Wooden Flourishes from Kaisercraft. And I got some Tim Holtz Christmas snippets. So there's lots of cute little things in there. Very tiny. And that is the end of that one. So I'll keep the things we need. And I'll put these cards aside for now. And I don't need any of these, so I'll put them aside. And we'll grab the other box and go through that. Okay. Yep, definitely have to put this one beside me. It's got my address on the top. We have the Nuvo embellishment mousse in Royal Aubergine. I've been trying to get some darker colours. I did order one previously from Anna's, but that's on back order. Oh, it was from this order that I've got here. It's on back order. It's called Petrol or something like that. And then there's another really dark colour that she was sold out of. This is the other mica mist I got. So we're on to the Anna's order now. The other one was Aunty Veras. So I have 2 mica mists to try. This one is Silver Smoke, which I thought would work really good with one of Melinda's stencils that I bought the other day. I got some Jelly Bean Soup shaker beads, which I think came down to around $4. I probably won't buy them again. They're just seed beads. They're glass seed beads. They're quite heavy, but I have a plethora of seed beads, and so these are matte though, but I probably won't buy these again just because I do have so many already and I don't really need to get some.
Can I open this?
Oh, I found another oxide. Brushed corduroy. I forgot there was an oxide in there. Miss Assistant's just going to open her drink, so you'll probably hear a shh.
It wasn't as loud as I thought.
No, it wasn't very loud. And then I got Old Paper and Mowed Lawn Reinkers. I forgot there was an oxide in there. Then I got some frosted Kaisercraft stamps. I didn't have this Christmas set. I do have a couple of the frosted papers. They're absolutely gorgeous. Wish I had more.
Do you want me to open up the bag with the
We'll have a
things
quick
in there?
look at these. I couldn't resist these. I want to get the paper pad for this if I can. This is Graphic 45 Fairy. Is it Fairy Wings? Or... Yep, Fairy Wings. So, as you can see, absolutely gorgeous colours. And they are all double-sided. There's 2 of each.
Oh.
So, in the midst of our lives, we must find the magic that makes our souls soar. They're just really beautiful colours. Absolutely love this collection. So if I can find the paper pad, I'll probably buy it. Although it's very hard to find Graphic 45 on sale, especially. May you touch butterflies and stars, dance with fairies, and take it to the moon. They're just really gorgeous. You even get 2 of the big ones. Leave a little sparkle. So there's quite a few cards in here for what you get, so that's not too bad. I don't remember how much I paid for them, to be honest, but they were 25% off, so that's probably why I got them, because they were on sale. And I do love Graphic 45 stuff. It's just so expensive. The woods are full of fairies, the trees are all alive, the river overflows with them, see how they dip and dive, and let your dreams soar. So that's the journal cards. Just get them back in the packet so they don't get damaged, because we're going to be making a mess really soon.
Don't we get the powders?
What if I knew that after something?
Yeah.
Okay, well, I'm not up to that yet. And then I also bought some of these are the 12 by 12 stickers. So you've got lots of labels and things, and some butterflies, and then on this side you've got some fairies and some strips. And then I got the chipboard pieces. So I've got enough there to start making some cards with, which is great. Then I had never seen this collection before. She only had 2 papers of it. This is Bella Cosmos, and I just really like the colours, and it's something different. And we have the gorgeous butterflies on the back, which, you know, doesn't hurt. And then there's this piece that I got for a matting piece with the gorgeous space-like thing on the back. This assistant is putting sparkles on her face with something that I bought that I'll show you in a minute. Then I got these 2 Ooh La La. Then I got this Ooh La La paper, which is Wee Wee. I have a little bit of Ooh La La, but not very much. So I got these pieces to go with what I have. And I also thought it was very pretty, even though it is not a colour that I'd normally use a lot, but it does make it nicer if you have a few different pages from the same collection. I think I only have 1 or 2, so, and I think the ones that I have are monotone, black and white and stuff like that. So then I got some rose gold embossing powder, and that just reminds me, I didn't show this. In the Anna's I got hammered, and I plan to try and use that. And in this one I got the rose gold. They're both Ranger. This one's mixed media. Because you can't get vintage photo anymore in the distress embossing powder, which I'd love to get my hands on one, I thought I would try out the hammered. And then the rose gold is the same one that I used on that card that I don't know where I just put. Oh, here it is. So this is the rose gold. I'm not happy with it. I have a feeling I already bought this one, so I may have 2 of these. So one of these may end up in my giveaway box if I have 2. But I'm not happy with it because it's not really rose gold. It's more of a brown. So I'm not... Or I have Nouveau Copper Blush, which may be similar. But I'm after a real rose gold, and it looks like it's Altenew or Avery Elle that have them. So if I can get my hands on one of them, I'll be a happy camper. Next, I have Prima, and I have the Memory Hardware Artisan Powder, Marquee Blue, Charlotte Blush, and Vintage Ivory. And I have some fairy wings to try them on in a little while. So Miss Assistant can open them when she's ready to get them ready for us. And then I have some Art Alchemy metallic wax in white gold, which I'm going to pair that and the hammered on my 3D embossing panel.
Do you want the other thing?
You can start passing me the magicals. The last thing I bought was Lindy's Stamp Gang magical micas. And these are the same as the Nouveau Shimmer powders, I think. But they come in horrible jars. If you can see the top of these, they are leaking everywhere.
Oh yeah, that's why I have glitter all over my fingers. Oh, that just came off. Now you're going to have to write down that now.
I'm just trying to take the lid off because I want to see. So this one, I don't know if it's leaked loads or what, but it's not very full. I don't know if any of them are. So I thought what Miss Assistant could do was maybe try and tip some of these on the pieces of paper as she's making the swatches. So this one is Bratwurst Brown, Alpine Ice Rose, Umpapa Pink, which looks more peachy on there, Antique Gold, Glittering Gold, Poker Purple, Stormy Silver, and Aged Copper. They were in the clearance section for $6.95, and then they had 25% off. So I grabbed all the colours that she had.
There's only 3. No, pass me that, please.
And that was all that she had. These also have plastic on them.
Yeah, I know. Oh, you're kidding me.
So I grabbed all of them. I want to see, while I like the Nouveau Shimmers, they do disappoint a little. They tend to, if you rub your finger on them, the sparkly stuff tends to come off. They just brought out a new colour that looks absolutely gorgeous.
Do you want plastic?
Yeah, I'll use that. That will make a nice shaker card.
There's this one too. That one more.
Yeah. So I'll keep that and use that for a shaker card. I'll just find a circle that fits, circle die that fits around the outside of that. Okay, so while Miss Assistant's doing that, I may try the mists out first, just because I can do it on here and make a bit of a mess, and then I can clean it off, because she's going to be swatching all the magical micas on there. Now, I might... That's paper. Hang on. Let me find the cardstock ones. So I might use the green, the silver on there. Oh, we'll just do them both on black. Yeah, well now, it does give me a minute to do these. Yeah, shaky, shaky, shaky. So I got...
What? Is that more for me?
I have some of the Lindy's shakers, so much fun and bright colours. Maybe Miss Assistant can swatch mine too.
Sure. That's open. No, it's not.
So I'm going to use the Craft leaf stencil with the green. May I have the green, please?
Don't spray me.
Oh, I'm glad I did this straight up. I just got it everywhere. Okay, I've got some paper towel. I wrote myself a list that I carried around with me last night of things I had to gather for the live. I think I have a little bit too much there and a little bit too much there.
You know what I'm craving now?
Uh-oh.
Sneaky burger.
Well, we're not going... mess that up.
Well, I'm not going out. Yeah, no. I could.
Okay, let's lift that off. So put that aside to dry, and that was the green.
You should have gotten another piece of cardstock.
What for?
Because there was a leaf print there.
Oh yeah, I could have done the opposite side onto another piece of cardstock. I didn't think of that. I usually do that, but to be honest, I haven't been awake long. I've had enough time to have breakfast. Okay, so this is Melinda's stencil. I can't remember what it's called. She'll have to tell us. Hi, Amanda. And so for this one, I thought it would be perfect to try the Silver Smoke. I think of it as silver steps from the 80s. They were everywhere. Those metal silver steps that have these little grid lines on them.
Aren't they still around here?
Yeah, but you don't see them as much as you did in the 80s. They were everywhere in the 80s.
Aren't they throughout Sydney though?
This stencil might be a little too fine for it. We'll see. I'll take another piece of cardstock and I'll smush it on top to pick up the top stuff, and we'll see how that turns out.
Check a point. Something like this.
Oh, that was 2 pieces of cardstock. Oops. Oh, that turned out really well. To be honest, I probably could have got another one off it. I oversprayed, obviously. These, the only thing I don't like about them is they're not good for detailed stencils because they don't spray in a good pattern. They sort of spray in a circle and leave the middle empty. It's weird. Oh. Well, I'm expecting my uncle to show up anytime and start mowing my lawn, so we'll see how we go. I'm hoping I can get it done fast enough that he's not here that early. Okay, let's clean that off. I even refilled the water bottle and now I have nice shiny hands. Wow, that's a lot of mica. Do you know where any of your hand sanitizer is? I've been turned green. I'm not turning into a sparkly Hulk. Let's see if this helps get it off. Yeah, it is a little bit. Bunnies. Shopping for her bunnies. I thought you meant shopping for more bunnies, then I missed a word. I was like, not more bunnies. Okay, that got a little bit off.
Now my blanket's gonna get sparkly. Oh well.
Nothing wrong with a little sparkle.
I remember I was covered in this.
So I got these. I did a right order. I bought some of their synthetic paper to try
It's still
as Yupo. But I also got these, so I'm going to test them out. They're silicone brushes.
I thought I was doing those things.
Yes, you are. And while I'm playing with my stuff, Miss Assistant is going to swatch out the magical micas. I will give her some paper towel. You might actually want to do it on some paper towel just so it doesn't spray everywhere. And I will start with, I think I want them to be purple. Where's another one?
Hi. No, they cannot. Well, I don't know.
Okay,
they
so I have this Heidi Swap stencil, and I don't know what it's called, but it has that kind of Moroccan feel, and if you can tell, this is one of my favourite stencils. I haven't used it for a while though, so I thought I'd pull it out. And I need a piece of cardstock.
I can get it out from doing this. Just tap it from the lid. There's stuff on there, I can see it.
Is it enough? That is the question.
I don't know.
I think there is a couple of extra swatch cards in case you mess up. So, alright. Wow. Nice.
Yeah, watch.
So I'm going to start with the golden crystal glimmer paste. I don't have pixie spray. I wish I did.
Stop it. Get your head.
Pasty.
Cat's stupid.
So only the small one will fit in here.
Stop it.
Okay.
Stop.
You used the S word, naughty Miss Amanda. you got put in mod hell.
Should that be okay? Or do you want more?
Probably a tiny little bit more. So I'm going to try this paste and see how we go. And I'm not going to make the same mistake of putting it all over my card as I did last time, because it uses way too much product.
Okay. Oh wow, I found heaps of product in one spot. Here you go. I know what I could do. Couldn't I just scrape it off and put some on there? With the pokey tool work.
Oh, I left a blob up there. So I'm just going to do those two little bits and put that aside to dry, and we'll see what that looks like a bit later. I'm doing that nice and early on so that it has time to dry.
I think what? Oh, there's heaps of product on here too.
Just spraying some.
Oh, that's a little bit too much.
I might spray this as well. Spraying this so that it doesn't dry out.
Can I have that spray, please?
Yep. And I need to clean up my mess. Mischief! My cat has a thing for chewing on plastic.
I got
so
it
annoying.
too.
Well, I hope I don't need that tape later.
Oi!
Oh no, she's found some of the wrapping from Miss
Right.
Assistant unwrapping stuff, and she's taken off with it. So I'll try this medium one with the Nouveau paste embellishment mousse, and I have the dragonflies. I need a piece of cardstock. So I might actually take this one down.
There's your bin, there's your bin.
Where do I want this? I think I'll have it. Oh, that's perfect.
Does that work? No, there's no more plastic where she can chew it.
So I'm just going to stick that down onto my card base.
Now it'll be nice and warm again.
I'm overheating. I might have to take my jumper off soon.
You have a light facing you. I do too, but my body temperature's stuffed. Same as my sleeping pattern. You know, that's all.
I just bought new masking tape and I set up the aircon and found the masking tape that I was missing, of course. That's about half of the course.
Glitter and gold. Which one's glitter and gold?
So this is Royal Aubergine Embellishment Mousse.
Go away. Don't want you. That was the cat.
Oh, I was going to try the medium brush for this one.
Oh, that is getting on it.
So my embellishment mousse is already pretty hard. So we'll see how this works.
Don't stab me.
Oh, it's smushed underneath already. No. Definitely need to find some pixie spray one day. I'll have to.
Ready? Ready for this?
It certainly cleans it up nicely. Because it took off a little layer at a time, it made it go down nice and smooth when I was scraping it out. Got that little bit by little bit and it made it a bit softer.
Okay, that's as much.
But I can see here that it's gone under.
Oh no. I may or may not still have stuff on me, but I will.
Apart from our smudge, that looks pretty cool. Smudges. I'll just have to stick something there.
Come out.
Stick that in the wet paper towel. I'll grab the spray bottle and clean up my mess.
How did blue get in there?
Because it has blue in it. They usually have multicolours.
That it is kind of hard trying to get that out.
Yeah, I meant you could take the plastic off and try and shake it over the paper.
If I did that, it would have gone everywhere.
Yeah, but it needs a bit more colour than that. Okay, what am I moving on to now? I probably should have watched a video on this again before I tried this, but I got these fairy wings from Jolly Ollies. I don't like them. They are the hollow plastic, like the cheap dolls. And I had to sit here filing as much of the edges off as I could to make them a bit nicer. They have this big chunky bit on the side here and stuff that I had to file off. So I'm not sure if this will work because I've only seen it used on resin. Where's the good tape? Here's the good tape. Sure. There's a bit more colour, I guess. Oh, don't know why I grabbed so much tape. I'm just going to stick some tape to the bottom of this to try and get it not to move about.
So do you want me to take this off now? Or
Yeah, if you want.
actually, I can wait until afterwards.
So I'm either going to have to find other containers for my Lindies, or I'm going to need to have them in a container that they stand up in because they waste quite a lot if they lay down.
Oh yeah, they do.
Okay, let's see if that'll hold.
Okay. No, that's copper.
I've got that stuck down on there, so hopefully it won't move too much. Oh, I need one on the other side too. It might not stick, but we can try. And I have the 3 colours. So we have Vintage Ivory. Does that have a, yep. Gotta find the little edge bit to peel it off. Oh, the whole lid came off. That's new, that comes off so easily.
Brown has rainbow in it.
Marquee Blue.
Brown has rainbow in it.
I think I might just take them off actually.
Do
Now
you
that
like
they
the
come off
brown?
so easily.
Do you like the brown one?
That's, wow, okay, brown has a lot of colours in it. You can say what colours you're doing as you're doing it.
No.
No. And then this is the Charlotte Blush. So I hate these. These are J Barrow's brushes and they're supposed to be for watercolour, but I don't like them. So I thought I would pull them out and use them on these. Yeah. I can't see that. So let's see if the blue shows up on here.
Where's the
think
extra
I'm
ones?
definitely going to have to use water with these because they're not, because it's so plasticky, it's not as grabby as
Where'd you put the extra ones? Because I can't even.
resin. The extra ones, they're under here. Why? Why?
I'm just going to see something.
So it's not really working on this because it's not grabbing it. So I'm going to try misting with water. And I'm just going to pat some on. So I'm not sure it's going to work with this plastic. I just wanted to see if it would. So I might have to switch to using something like pastes on these.
I have to wash that, yeah. No, okay. But this one's better.
But it's all an experiment. Live and learn.
That swatch is better than that one. Can I have an extra piece of paper towel?
Sure can.
So I can wash
Where did I
this.
hide the paper towel?
I don't know.
It's beside me. There you go.
Okay. That one's a better swatch.
A chocolate milkshake with sprinkles. Weird.
Pretty much.
So I have a couple of other colours of this. I think I have clay and...
Amanda said you might want to gesso first before you do this next time.
Yeah, I've seen it done directly on resin, so I thought I'd try it on these, but it's all a learning process. This will probably just wash straight off. I really like the blue when it's wet.
Okay, that one's done.
As I said, I probably should have watched a video again on these before I started playing with them.
Here we
But
go. Is that? No,
I
that's
didn't.
this magic.
So I'm just going to set that aside and we'll see what we get later. That was not fun. But yeah, gessoing probably will help a lot.
She says pretty colours.
I'm not as fussed on the pink as I thought I would be, probably because it's that dusty pink and it reminds me too much of my walls and I don't like it. Although my walls aren't quite that dark. Wash out the brush a little bit. Okay, so what's next? What have we done? We've done that, we've done that.
I'm doing this.
We've done that. Okay, I'm going to clean this off.
most of this is from the top.
And then I'm going to grab the cog piece wherever I put it.
I don't know.
Here it is.
That says a lot of colour.
So what I thought I would do
Water, please.
is I forgot to grab some brushes. Do I have a clean brush in here? That is the question. I need a clean. Oh, I've got a little foamy one, a domed one from scrapbook.com. So I'll try that out. I just want to grab some Versamark, and I'm going to hit some spots with the Versamark. My Versamark's pretty old actually. I might try the Nouveau because it's a little juicier. My Versamark needs re-inking, but of course I know where the Versamark re-inker is.
Nope.
So I'm just going to grab some.
Oh wait, no, that's just bringing out more pigment.
Ink off my embossing pad. Let's get all of these out of the way because we've used all of them now. And I'm just going to put some of this in random areas, and I'm going to leave some areas black, and I'm going to throw on some of this hammered embossing powder and see what it looks like. Okay, grab a scrap of paper.
Let's rewash this again.
And throw some of this hammered embossing powder on it.
Which one? Oh, that one.
If I can get into it. Do you have the pokey tool still?
I have it, pussy. Let's clean it too.
Thank you. Oh, where's the... Oh. Let's pull the heat tool out from under the bin, or it's going to flip the bin.
That has plastic in it.
Oh.
Just put it on top. It's good enough for you to get off.
Okay, so I'm going to try this hammered powder. I don't know if I need to shake it, so I might give it a little shake. It has all different sizes in it and different colours. Oh no. Oh.
You are so lucky.
I just had a pop-up come over the chat, so I'm just turning it off, and I knocked one of the glitter. Oh, I knocked the glitter panel onto the ground. I don't know if I put enough sticky stuff on here for this, but we'll see. Wow, there are some huge chunks in that.
Wow.
Well, I think I put a bit more on here than I planned to, but that's all right. That's some chunky embossing powder.
No, it's probably gonna be glitter everywhere. Oh. Saved it.
Okay, so I'll put the rest of this away.
Okay, now.
Just by the name, I was hoping it would give a rust type effect, and I'm thinking it will, so we'll see. That was the Ranger Hammered Embossing Powder. It looks like there's metallic bits in there and matte bits, and we'll see. Well, it just seems to be going a coppery colour. Might have to try it on some white and see if there's some more nuanced colour in there.
I'll just wait until we finish that. My fingers are covered. Now my face is going to be covered. Kazuko, what are you doing? Let me sleep.
So that's the colour, and that is not at all what I thought it would be, especially looking at the embossing powders. Oh, I missed a bit. So it's a metallic-y, coppery colour. It does have some pitting and stuff in it. Okay. But I was hoping it would be more like vintage photo. So if I can find some vintage photo, I'll be pretty happy because...
Hi, Mod.
Ah!
Is it mold? Is it moldy? Show me. Aww.
Can you take a photo?
Okay. Mod's on. That's sad.
So I'm just going to have a little drink while she does that because I'm getting a bit dry.
Bit parched. There you go.
I'm a bit bummed because I keep getting these and they're mouldy.
Wait, hang on.
Is it mould? I don't know if it's mould. It doesn't feel like mould. It feels like little bubbles of wax. So it might not be mould. I don't know. I think I need to, I think I need to ask Prima. So I'm just going to take some of this colour and swipe it on places that I didn't hit with the embossing powder.
Thank you. Yeah. I didn't get back to this.
And it layers over the embossing powder as well if you want to go over the embossing powder, so that's pretty cool.
I just can't get one side open. No, I can't get one side open. That's annoying. Can't get the other side.
You need to? That's the big side.
That's not the side that I wanted.
You want the other side.
Yeah. Where'd you get it? Thank you.
Now I have powder on me.
Yeah.
Is that Umpapa pink? No, aged
no.
copper.
You have powder all over you. It's all over my fingers and probably on my thumbs.
Okay, so we'll set that aside. Probably covered up too much of the embossing powder now. Never mind.
Mama said the waxes need stirring. Sometimes they spill due to heat exposure, but they are fine to use.
Okay. So that's a really nice colour. I don't have a colour like that in the ones that I have. And I'm using them for canvases that I make, which I'm pretty sure I filmed, but I just haven't edited it. Me and editing are not friends right now. So I'm just going to...
Me and gaming right now is the perfect match.
Oh, I like that. Where you've gone over the embossing powder, you can take a little bit off so it lightens a bit and just changes the colour of what you have down. So it's not quite the copper, not quite the gold.
I need to split that. What is this? Is this gold? Is this the copper?
For a little bit of a dingier look. Okay, we'll set that one aside. What's next on the list?
I don't know. What have you done? Now I can't even open any of them.
Oh, you don't have fingernails, so you can't do it the way I
did it.
Just going to clean this wax off here. Oh, I found something that this doesn't like.
Yeah.
It doesn't really like the waxes. I have to see what I can use to get it off.
Hand sanitizer?
That's what I'm using. Oh, I don't know why I have micro glaze beside me on the table. That can go in the bin. Next on the list. Okay, I keep trying different blends with these, and I want to try going from worn lipstick to barn door to right person this time. I have these makeup brushes that I got from Kmart. I bought the Universal Crafts ones off Craft Online, and I don't like them. I have to try them with regular inks, I think, but I don't. These are really soft, and the ones from Kmart, the ones from Universal Crafts are harder, like they're more bunched in, and they don't seem to give as smooth a blend. As I said before, the J. Burrows cardstock is not good for blending on. Not oxides anyway. What's wrong? Did you put on the wrong colour? That's alright, we have a spare. Which one did you do wrong?
The pink.
So you put... So that's a different pink.
Yeah.
So do the magical Alpine Rose on that one. And then do, right on this one, Papa Pink. That's all right. I wasted 2 of my little swatches and had to cut more because I put the wrong name on them. So magicals. So it's Papa Pink you need.
Yeah. I was like confused. Like, why is that one still over there? And I haven't done a purple.
Stormy Silver. There should have been a purple swatch. There's a swatch card missing.
Yeah. That one's paper, so I can't exactly do it on that one.
I'll have to cut another one if you can't find it.
Okay.
Okay. So what am I doing? I'm blending.
Yes, you're blending.
Now, I've just been using this for these same three colours. I've just been cleaning it off between uses. They hold on to a lot of ink. I actually really want the 10-pack of the different coloured ones. Oh, who is it by? Tailored Expressions or someone like that. But they're like $80 or something ridiculous here.
No, do not come off. What?
For 10 brushes. But then each handle is colour coded. But I have found, I did watch a few YouTube tutorials, and I have in my Amazon wish list I need a piece of cardstock. A set of brushes that the lady used that said like these. They have the more spread out bristles. So again, this is cardstock from Craft Online that they have on sale quite often, I think.
I haven't swatched in ages.
Well, you're swatching now. So I'm just putting the heaviest layer of colour near the top.
I did the right one, right? Yes.
And then doing it lighter towards the middle. And then I will swap to barn door. Where's my paper towel gone?
Sparkles.
This one doesn't really matter too much if you get it all off.
I think he's coming today then, unless he's forgotten.
Oh, who knows? We'll take the quiet while we can get it. We were, just before we started, we were a bit concerned that next door we're going to have a party. They did put a song on for a little while, but they turned it back off again after we started. I just heard a car.
Yeah.
That was next door.
Yeah. That's why I got up. I go back to school on Monday and start year 12. Just not in maths.
Yep, Miss Assistant is in year 12 from Monday. Last year of school.
Yes, finally. This one doesn't have much colour in it. So, yeah.
So I'm just going to try and blend these two colours together a little. Yeah, they're not very full. That's the one thing I noticed with the Lindy's ones is they don't have a lot of product in them.
I was trying to get a little bit more colour.
So I'm going to clean this off again because I want to swap back to the pink. And I'm just rubbing it on some paper towel to get most of the colour out. I'm not being too precious to get all the colour out. Once you get most of the surface colour out, it's not going to infect your ink pad. I've got a little scrap of paper for my fingers because I tend to stick my fingers in things.
Today would be a nice day to go out there and sunbathe.
You mean today would be a nice day to go out there and get sunburn again? Look, the sunscreen's up there now.
I only need on like not 10 spots. Which is like the strap spots.
You'd still need it.
Oh yeah.
I'm just going to spray this because otherwise I'll be pulling the pink into the orange.
What's next? Silver.
I mean, these aren't the super best colours to be blending together, but why not? That's what came in the box, so I was determined to at least try different versions of the colours. So this is a really, really strong orange.
Well, that's not gonna work. Down plastic. Now silver all over my fingers.
So the colours I'm using are Worn Lipstick, Barn Door and Right Persimmon.
Nope. Not you. Plastic.
I hope we need some more Barn Door.
That's better. I could use this as highlighter. Well,
I'm pretty sure we have some other stuff you can use as highlighter instead of using
look
my
at my
craft
face.
stuff.
I spun a whole bunch of silver on my face.
Were you born to sparkle?
Yeah. I covered myself in glitter in the last week of school, so
Yeah, she came home and she had glitter everywhere.
well, this is off my cup thing. I get to do that next year. Oh, I don't want to be involved in next year's thing. Well, in the end, I had the cops called, so there's no way I'm joining in. Just show up to school late.
Yes, their Year 12 muck-up day this year got a little wild. These two colours together kind of start to look orange.
Oh god. Can you see all that
So that hasn't
sparkle?
quite worked the way I planned it to.
the sparkle going everywhere. Almost stopped myself. It's all good.
But that's okay.
Okay.
No, I'm talking about mine not working the way I planned it to. As I said, these colours aren't super great for working together. Where did I put? So this one I did I did one lipstick, Ripe Persimmon and Barn Door at the top.
What?
And then for this one I've done the
Here we go.
one lipstick, Barn Door and Ripe Persimmon. Now let's see. Where's the stamp? I did originally want to do this in the rose gold. That was until I swatched the rose gold. I was going to emboss this over the top of the panel. But now that I've seen it, I don't like it. So, well, I do like it, but not as a rose gold. And I don't think the colour goes with these as well as I thought it would. So I am just going to grab this. Let's try the block. Let's be brave.
Oh, did you get the block with that? Did the block come
Yeah.
with that?
The block came with it. That's part of the reason why these ones are so expensive. But I got it for 25% off, so I super duper wanted it. Okay, I'm going to grab some archival ink and ink this up. Yeah, somebody's outside hooning about. Not in our street yet, thankfully. Hopefully they don't come down here. Somebody was doing donuts the other night. Stunk to high heaven in my house.
It wasn't donuts.
Burnouts, whatever. Whatever they were doing, it stunk to high heaven in here.
Just don't do it now, because there's always got silver.
Know some people who've gotten busted, do you?
Yeah, right in front of the cop too. Well, undercover.
Okay, let's see how this stamps out. It covers most of the card front. There are a few little gaps here and there. Do some good pressure all round, seeing as I have decided to use the block instead of the stamp platform. Taking my life in my own hands. I'm not very good at getting nice even pressure.
Now I have silver everywhere.
And now we pray. 1, 2, 3. Did we work? Oh, yes we did. So I like this because you can do all sorts of things. You can do what I did here and center the stamp. You can turn it about and use different portions towards the center of a card. You could make a frame with this if you wanted to. Sorry. Sorry to anyone who that's annoying. But, you know, I'm trying to be better about cleaning my stamps. I had to clean about 20 sentiment stamps last night. I put them all away before I did this live because I still had all the stamps that I'd stamped in the middle of all the cards that I showed last week. So that's our blended panel. Could go, I think I actually like it that way better. So it can go either way, anyway.
Either or.
But I actually think I like it that way better. So I'll let the ink on that dry for a minute. And I have these sentiments. And what have we got? These are from Your Next Stamp. I had to look it up last night because I wasn't sure who it was from. It just has the code number. It doesn't actually have the name of the company. We have From Me to You, congratulations, sending sunshine, thinking of you, warm thoughts. Don't think we need warm thoughts right now, it's quite hot. You are so awesome. Let's celebrate. Missing you. Love you. Happy holidays. You are wonderful. Warm winter wishes. You're the best. Have a fun day. Happy anniversary. Get well soon. You are super sweet. Welcome, baby. Oh, I don't think that's a welcome, baby. Sending hugs your way, which I used on one of the other cards. Happy birthday to you. You are super cool. And thank you so much. And a little pick me up. I might do a little pick me up. Now, I'm going to grab my little offcuts thing, because I actually have some strips of cardstock that might work if I can find my little offcuts thing. I've been using these to layer up my stamps to stamp on. Is this one wide enough? No, that one's not wide enough. Do we have a strip wide enough? There we go. So I'm just going to stamp on this strip. That's the same strip I used for the other one, so I know it's wide enough.
Don't scratch the back.
And okay, the question is, where did I put all my blocks? I'm going to put this up here so I can see it a bit better.
COVID hit me so far, I was scared I don't open up the doors.
Okay, my head might be in the way a little bit while I line that up.
I don't know. Yeah, it was. Just a little bit. No, that's not what I want.
These would look great on a banner die, but I was just using what I have around me right now. I need a card base. I think I want to trim this down a little bit so I have a little bit of a white border. So I have my guillotine paper trimmer from Tim Holtz. This is the 8.5. No, this is the 5 and 6. This is the 6-inch one by 8.5.
Now my shoulder's itchy.
I do want to get the bigger one one day. I think that's still wet. I think I'm going to smudge it. Okay, excuse the heat tool for a minute. I'm just going to
I need a purple.
dry this a little. Okay, well, while I'm cutting this, I'll cut another swatch for you.
Oh, I can laminate too after this, can't I?
Yep. Okay, I'm just going to cut Miss Assistant another 2-inch swatch.
I've been multitasking.
This is just some 180 GSM Montmartre cardstock. Oh, and now I'm trimming this down. So let me think.
Oh, look, I saved the best till last. Well, for you, the best till last.
And I'll take a smidge off the bottom and a smidge off the top.
Oh, until I smudge.
Yeah, that looks pretty good. Absolutely love this paper trimmer. It's one of my best investments, I think. Would help if I got a longer piece of tape. And I've got to remember to tape the long sides. I usually just tape the short sides, but in the heat it sort of starts to buckle up sometimes and that, and you get a flatter lay if you do the longer sides. Somebody's just started mowing. Is it the mower or next door's motorbike?
Oh, the boat. I have a boat. It's a motorbike. Oh.
I don't know if you can hear the rumbling. Can you hear the rumbling?
Motorbike.
Yep, okay. I always go corner to corner to line up. I might just stick that down there. So I'm just, one of my favourite things to do right now is to just cut a little edge, a diagonal edge, and then I'll just stick that down there. But I'm going to grab, I might use these little strips. Hang on, how's that look? I can use those strips for something, so I'm going to keep those ones.
Do you like the purple?
Pretty. And then I'm going to find a strip of cardstock to layer behind here to raise this up. Sorry if you can hear the motorbike. Never know what's going to happen around here, so you just film and hope. I'm just going to do a few layers of this and glue them together for
they turned it off. There's
height.
pink. I got a little bit of pink in there.
I need another one. As you can see, I have a lot of scraps. Keeping them for this purpose. I don't have a lot of roll of foam tape left, and where I was buying it don't have it anymore, and so I'm doing the trick that I saw Jennifer Maguire do, which is use paper scraps. I tried using chipboard from waste boxes the other day, but I need a better glue for it. This glue doesn't seem to want to hold it together, or I have to be patient and actually put something on top of it and let it dry, because one side is shiny. Good job. It doesn't want to stick together.
I really want to put this on my face.
Why do you want to put it on your face?
Because I want to be sparkly.
So I'm just layering these up
There
in
we go
lieu
now.
of foam tape.
I have a purple nose.
I have foam that I get from Jolly Ollies, but it's coloured foam, so I tend to mostly put that under bigger things so you can't see the colour. This is a bit small and you may see the colour under the edge, but that's what I use when I'm doing
Cards.
Oh my goodness.
I have a purple nose.
Yes, she put a swatch of the purple on her nose. So that's raised that up, and then I'm just going to glue that on there.
Oh no.
I'm trying to make sure I use what I buy. I've culled quite a few stamp sets. I need to cull some more. Some are a bit sentimental because they're ones that I've used
For yonks.
a long time ago and stuff. Oh, I made a mess on there because I had stuff on my hand. I have to
stuff
get
on
my
fingers.
I have to get my
Shell.
no this, but it needs another battery. There we go, all clean. So quick, easy finished card with that stamp. Looks
There you
really
go.
pretty.
Swatches are done. I need this paper towel so I can spray my fingers. Please. Of course, give me a pink one.
Okay. Into the bin.
Oh, that's pretty.
Oh, that turned out really well. I like that. This is our embossed and wax background. I actually like that colour of the white gold metallic wax. White gold is usually silver, but this is just a more muted gold. I have 5 or 6 colours of the metallic wax now.
There we go. I've done swatchy swatch. My toes.
So the powder did dry on the wings, but because there wasn't much to hang on to, I couldn't blend it very well. So definitely next time I'd try gessoing them first. I probably will gesso over this and do it again. Then you'll get a darker colour. The cream should show up a bit better. I don't think this will be dry yet.
Probably not.
Oh, I'd be wrong. So this is how the glitter paste looks when it's dried. So I'd probably trim that down a little bit and then add some elements on, maybe some flowers or something to zhuzh up the background. For this one, I think I'd maybe just put a sentiment oval or circle or something just to cover up those splotches.
Pins and needles, pins and needles.
Okay, I need to stop touching stuff. Oh, there is something I don't like about the rose gold embossing powder. If you accidentally scratch it, it goes white, and reheating it does not get rid of it, so that's quite annoying. The, what's it called? Nouveau Mica Mist Fresh Pear. That looks pretty cool. I could probably, again, put that leaf over the top of it, or the smaller one with a sentiment. These are the two with the silver smoke. Looks quite nice. So they'll make some good backgrounds for something.
We've been there for an hour and 26 minutes.
Let's have a look at the colours of the magical markers I got. So I got every colour that she had in stock, which wasn't a huge amount. So obviously there's some gaps in my colours because I couldn't get all the colours. So we might blast a few of these with the heat tool. I think this one's dry. This is, oh no, not quite. So I'm just going to give them a quick dry. So that we can have a look at the dry colour. Didn't I write?
Nope.
Ow, ow, ow. That was my fingers. Burning my fingers here. Okay, which one's Papa Pink? Oh dear.
That one.
So is this the wrong one?
Oh, I have no idea.
Yeah, you should have got rid of the one that was messed up. All good.
Oh. Hang on, hang on, hang on. Yeah, it's this one that's messed up. Just look at the colours. You can tell by the colours. Do I do a rub test?
Sure, I'm not sure if they're dry enough, but if they have chunks on top, it's not going to work. Some of them have chunks.
Rub test denied. It's still sparkly though. I didn't mean for it to have a trunk.
Okay, so
Ready?
what do we
Check.
have? We have, what's the purple called?
Take the purple. Now you get sparkly.
Poker purple. Bratwurst brown, which is both of them. Oh,
That's aged copper.
Magical's Stormy Silver.
That's silver.
Papa Pink. Alpine Ice Rose. Glistening Gold and Antique Gold. So that one's really super, super sparkly shiny. And then you've got the more antique, a little bit muted. Still sparkly, but a little bit more muted. And the aged copper. So it looks like Papa Pink and Alpine Rose look quite similar.
I can tell them apart.
Do you want to make a background?
Maybe background. Oh, sure.
Okay. Do you want to make it on? Oh no, actually, just do it on that. So this is some
How many
Renault
colours?
Art.
Choose
Just pick
colour.
3.
Choose colours.
This is Renault Art watercolor paper.
That's silver.
300 GSM, I think.
That's copper. That's the gold.
We'll choose a pink.
What pink?
Just pick one. So that does not look like any of them in the jar.
Stop shaking it. Do you want it to go everywhere?
Try that one
This one?
and a gold.
Which gold?
Is a gold.
Do you want sparkly, sparkly gold? Not sparkly, sparkly gold.
I don't know which one that is, but there you go. So you might need to take the lid off to do this. So Miss Assistant will do a background. I'm going to take pink and purple. Now they have a big side and a little shaker side, and I'm going to try the spritz first and put it down. So I've got some purple, and then I have the Alpine Ice Rose.
I don't know where gold is and where gold isn't.
Need to give it some more spritzing. Take the end of a paintbrush to push it down.
As I have hijacked the thing.
The Alpine Rose looks quite light on the cover, but when you actually sprinkle it down, it's quite a bit darker. So I'm going to dry this.
I need more of both. There we go. Whoops. Pass my hand.
Taking a paintbrush and dabbing any of the chunky bits.
Now you have a gold spot on your hand.
Why are you making me spotty?
Because
but once I'm drying it, this one is drying quite a bit lighter. Trying not to make too many backgrounds because I have a lot. So I can die cut shapes from and use as backgrounds and things, like I did in last week's live. I showed you what I did with lots of them. I hope I shut that because that just went flying.
what one?
The Alpine Rose. So, do I have a clean finger? No. Where did the Alpine Rose go? Oh dear.
We can use one of my knuckles.
They aren't quite as bursty as Brush-O's and Colour Bursts, I don't think. You may need to move them about a little bit if they sit in the one spot. Okay, I need a non-sparkly finger.
Use my knuckle.
And it's dry. So, as with the shimmer powders from Nuvo, the sparkle is not permanent. But I'm thinking I got some bottles in, some spray bottles in the right order that I did.
Can you break that down for a second?
What?
This down. That's better.
So I'm thinking, what does it say?
don't know. Got something from somewhere. Oh no.
I lost my train of thought.
Someone help.
Oh, I got some spray bottles in my right order. And I'm thinking I'm going to put water in one of them with a few drops of gum arabic to make a fixative for the powders, because then it should help the powders stick.
Oh, that makes nice. I made a love heart. I made a love heart without even trying.
That actually ends up looking more like the colour on, just a bit darker than the colour on the front.
That's mixing these two together.
So I think I will try that, because both the shimmer powders from Nuvo and these shed their mica, so there isn't a fixative in them. Whereas if you use the Ranger,
There you go.
what are they called? Little pots. The Perfect Pearls. They have a fixative inside them already, so that they won't shed their colour.
No more.
But if I make a little gum arabic and water mix, it's an 80ml bottle. It probably only needs about 5 drops of gum arabic, and it should fix the micas to the page.
There you go.
And that will be dedicated for spraying things like that. But seeing as we've been so fast, I can probably show you
Which bag?
either some extra stuff I bought.
Choose a bag.
Well, that one. That one's going to take 2 seconds. So I went to Riot, which I went to Spotlight, which made me quite happy, because I didn't want to do an online order because I would have bought more. But a couple of weeks ago, they had the Recollections papers on sale, and I got 2 of these ones because it has some nice skin tones in there. Obviously not the whole range of skin tones. It's not made for skin tones specifically. Well, it looks like it could be, but it has different shades in there that would work for skin tones, and then I can use brown tones for darker skin tones that I already have in my stash, but I didn't have colours like these, and I have quite a few paper dolls, so I thought it would be good to grab some of them so I can actually start making the paper dolls instead of having to use Copics to colour the pieces every time. I can just cut the right colours. Then I got the grey tones because I have liked seeing some cards recently done with a grey tone layer. And then I got, this is the last thing, yeah. And then I wasn't going to buy a single Halloween stack. I wasn't. I went in there determined that I wasn't buying any, but I stopped to look. That's always my downfall. I stopped to look. I didn't think I'd like this one. But when I stopped to have a look at it, I liked it, and it came home with me. But it was 25% off at the time, I think. So everything was on sale because that's how I roll. Just about everything I buy is always on sale. So I got this one. We have lots of glittery, sparkly cut-aparts. Flowers. I really like this side with the little labels. Bats and spider webs and pumpkins and a creepy ghoul, just some distressed lines, eyes. I have no idea what that is the skeleton of, but it's some animal, and skulls, green spatters, and then we have potted plant eyes, wood grain, pumpkins, skeletons, flowers with creepy mouths and eyes,
this looking
bugs, leaves, skull on a material type pattern. Then there is skeletons and leaves and plinths and lines, skulls hidden behind leaves, and then we are back to the start. I don't like the way they have done this. Or is that a different one?
I'm trying not to get
Did we see that one already? No, we're still going. I don't like the way they've done this. There's 2 of each sheet, and now they've done it so that they're not in the same, like you don't get 2, it's 1 of each sheet and then it goes 2 again. So we have another skeleton. That one looks a bit like a horse.
What?
Eyes in
Pumpkins.
Eyes in flowers.
That?
Yeah, that's eyes in flowers.
They look like pumpkins.
That looks like a horse.
That looks like a zebra.
And then we have sparkly gravestones, some text, and eyeballs in the gorgeous roses, and skulls in a damask pattern, sparkly skulls, bats and leaves. There's your pumpkins. Grey tone, and we're back to the start again. So yeah, they've changed the way they do their stacks. I don't really like it, but whatever. So that was my quick spotlight haul.
Do you want the other one?
And then I grabbed some stuff at Riot. Nothing too exciting. Oh, well, I got lots and lots of sequin packs. These were pretty cheap. And they have 3 different sizes, which is what I was after. I mostly have this middle size, so I was after the 2 different sizes that went with it. So I got lots of colours. I wasn't sure how I'd feel about these ones. These are matte metallic, but they are really nice. Not sure what the purpley colour is supposed to be, but still looks pretty. Fuchsia and silver hollow. I think that one's called Ocean, and that's a hollow as well. Then I got the clear ones and some gold. Oh, these are flying everywhere. They keep coming out of the bag. These are slime balls, but I bought them for shaker cards, and I think I got them in the white as well.
Probably, I don't know.
So, slime balls. I got lots and lots of dowel because it was super cheap. 1 packet of shrink film because it was super cheap, but I still have a fair bit of that, so I didn't go overboard. Some smaller dowels. I thought these would be good to glue inside straws. And then I got some shorter of the 6mm ones. I got a whole box of these 3mm ones. I should have got a ruler out and saw how small they are because they're a bit smaller than I thought. There's another one then. There's the aforementioned spray bottles. I got some aqua brushes. I got 2 small and a medium. I think they were less than $2 each. Oh, time for a drink. I got some cheap and nasty paintbrushes for techniques with stuff that wreck paintbrushes. More dowels. I got this large area brush to try out. I don't know how good it's going to be, but it was only a couple of dollars, so I thought I'd try it. I got a gesso brush. So I thought for doing my canvases, that might be a bit better than using my tiny little paintbrushes that I have. Okay, I'm just trying to grab the last few items out of the bag.
Ow.
I got a Real Del Palo watercolor pad. This is the medium tooth. I think it is cotton, but the medium tooth is cold press. Doesn't say. But everything else says cold press, so it's weird. So I assume that it's cold press, but it doesn't actually say on there. And it's the same price as their cold press stuff. Obviously, I assume it's cotton, but it doesn't say. Everything else says it, but it's the same price as their 100% cotton. I got a small hot pressed one. They were out of the bigger one. I should have got the thicker white foam, but I wasn't
So it's dirty now. Nothing
thinking
is
about it too much, and I only got the 2mm one. I should have got the 3mm one. I got these to make shaker cards so that you can't see colour, so I can have the black or the white. I got more white because I use that more. Oh, pardon me.
more.
I got the hiccups, yes. I got their brand of synthetic paper. I thought I got more than, yeah, I did. I got two packs of their synthetic paper, and does it say what? It's 200 GSM, which is slightly thicker than what I have. I think I have 180 GSM. And then I got this really nice textured white cardstock that was pretty cheap. They had a sale. They had so much stuff that was $2 and under, and then they had other stuff on sale as well. And everything was half price as well. So that wasn't on sale just about was half price-ish or around there. I feel like they're getting rid of maybe the Araldo de Paolo stuff because all of that is on sale or clearance, and they did a super sale of that too. Oops, I just wrecked your background.
Oh well.
Put the shrink film in it. I'm just trying to put all this back in the bag so I can show you the last thing that I got, which was this mixing fluid. So this mixing fluid is to use with pearl powders. So any of your mica powders, it says to use 1 part mixing fluid, paint, and for a heavy opaque finish, apply 2 to 3 layers, allowing each layer to dry completely before applying the next. So I have made my own H2Os with just gum arabic and mica powders, which work quite well. But I thought I'd grab this and try that as well to mix with some of my powders and see how that went. So that's all the shopping I have, I think, now. I think I'm up to date with my shopping. I do have other stuff coming though. Although I bought some stuff from Rosie's and it's been shipped from China and that is stuck in Hong Kong. One of my hedgehog, oh no, it's stuck in China, I should say. One of my hedgehog hollow boxes has gone missing in Hong Kong, which I need to email them about, which I keep forgetting because I've emailed them already, but they never got back to me, and it still hasn't arrived, and I don't know what's happening with that. My next hedgehog hollow box has been going all around Florida and hadn't left Florida yet, so that's doing well. And I got a big scrapbook.com order because they had a huge mega sale on and there was lots of stuff that I wanted, so I was a bit naughty. But they don't do a what is it, Black Friday sale. They usually have a sale the week after Black Friday, but it's not that good. So I wised up to, because I used to shop on Blitzy all the time and now that's shut, I wised up this year to how scrapbook.com have sort of done stuff, and because they have their big sale now, I thought, well, I'm going to get my big order now while they have all the stuff I want on super sale because it's not going to be there later. Anyway, I think we're done. We finished a card, so that's always a bonus. And I have some stuff to make more cards. And I've shown some ways to use all the stuff I bought, which is good. So I hope you enjoyed this live. We are going to go before next door start partying because it sounds like that may happen at any time. And we'll see you all next time. So bye for now. Oh, and it zoomed out, so it must be almost flat too. Oh, see you later. Can I hit the... There we go.